Hello people, my name is Rage, and welcome one and all back to City Skylines and the RageGamingVideos Empire. We are constructing, sometimes I forget how to speak my own language. So, apart from everything going wrong, we're doing a pretty damn good job. And honestly, okay, I accept I'm a massive noob. I accept that. I also accept I'm not the best city planner in the world and should never be made mayor. However, people are moving into the city and we're earning money. And I think if those two if those two remain constant, then I'm not doing terrible. I feel like it's progress, and it's a learning experience, and I think that really is the true meaning of friendship. This district over here is going to be Dave, just because I want people to be saying, oh, it's them Dave lot over there, those little, oh, Davers. God, don't you just hate Davers? So as you can see, we have a massive need for residential. I've also solved the garbage problem by building a crap ton of landfill everywhere. Now, this may not be the greatest long-term solution, but at least it kind of works for now. I also put in a roundabout here just because things were going a little bit mental, and I'm going to rezone this as high-density residential. I don't really want some round the roundabout, but that seems to be okay. So for now, let's address our population issue. We also need to address the fact that we don't have a hospital over this side of town, whereas we have two hospitals over that side of town, which I feel like is a little bit unfair. But to start with, what I kind of want to do is buy this quadrant, but I can't because I had to buy this quadrant because the pollution would not stop polluting. I do have the treatment facility here now, though, so that probably will help. I have no idea. Either way, let us increase our population just a little bit with some extra stuff over here. So we're basically going to come out this way and head all the way down to probably, actually if I go to here and then bring this to here and then connect this with the terrible road. I'm double laning roads now just because I feel like instead of having to go through the trouble of upgrading every road I own, it makes a lot more sense to just upgrade as we go along instead of complete renovations, because I don't think my citizens appreciate having to constantly move out of their houses because I fucked up the roadworks consistently. I feel like they kind of would have problems with that. So we've got a nice amount of space here. We need to solve water issues first for them, so we're going to do that in our usual mostly good space already occupied. Do not be crazy. I will tell you if this space is already occupied. You do not tell me the correct occupation of this space. So we do need to earn a little bit more money. So for now, we are most certainly going to do that until we can place this pipe. And there we go. Back to the pause. And I think I want to make this one low density just because it does extend off Twitch chat, which I think is the important thing. So we're going to fill all of this in. And I really need to think about traffic because traffic seems to be a major issue in my city. I will fully accept that traffic is probably a big problem, so we'll wait for people to start moving in. I want to keep this as space for useful buildings, and hopefully the buildings that were around Twitch chat will extend to these guys and will make good on, I think this is going to be the car door neighborhood, because it kind of looks like a car door handle. Maybe that's just me, but if I put this across here, I feel like it looks like what it's supposed to be. And I kind of want a roundabout in as well. I think that does make sense there. It does bug me a little bit that you can't have seemingly you can't have bigger space roundabouts, but I also don't think it's that bad. And then there we go. This seems like a nice area for potential future expansion. That has sated most of the desire for residential, which should in turn sate the need for extra workers over in Fish Spider Industries, so I do like that. Talking of Fish Spider Industries, we probably should extend the craziness all the way. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, look at that. Fish Spider Industries grows, everybody. It grows day by day. So we're gaining population, gaining a large amount of money. There's no, cacophony of problems around the city, which pleases me. This is nearly empty, and then I can get rid of the world's worst look at this. Maybe, actually, I should delete this bit, because, I mean, where is this traffic flow coming from? Mostly over here, and it's this main line here that seems ridiculous. I feel like I should actually just completely redo this whole bit of road. In fact, I'm going to delete this and then take this entire... This does hurt. I will admit that this is hurtful to do. There is so... imagine just being in your apartment, you're just chilling, everything's absolutely fine, and then suddenly the entire building dematerializes around you, and you find yourself falling screaming to your death, or at the very least broken feet. It's not really something that you should want. So, if we delete that over there, delete this road like so, we should be able to upgrade it all. In fact, we may as well, since we're going for it, make them pretty roads with trees next door, just to really buff out the traffic flow, because it does seem to be ridiculous. It really, really does. And then if I connect this with that one, I can't do that one yet because of this stupid landfill that I'm trying very much to get rid of, but at the very least I feel like this should help tangibly a little bit. Make that industrial as well. In fact, let's, for OCD worthy's sake, we're going to do that as well, and then extend the high density zones over here, and this should be a lot of better. I know what I'm talking about. Oh gosh, sometimes I'm embarrassed to be me, and that is quite the feat. So we are going to, I could just upgrade all of that as well. I feel like I just should. This entire area is just way too ridiculously prone to stupidly large traffic blockades. And even if it means having to rebuild everything, I think for now, at least, it's gonna be a better long-term solution. And you've got to destroy to create. That is known. I'm not sure why that has a connection problem on it. Let's try this again to there. There we go. So we have solved that, and if we look actually in terms of the traffic flow, that really has helped a lot. Granted, what has helped is, removing half the residents from this. Whoa, 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 whoa. Everybody calm down. We are losing... Wait, no, isn't that just because I deleted a load of houses, so they're obviously moving out? At least I want to believe that's why. Because otherwise, we are losing a large amount of population here, and that's very concerning. I'm hoping that will curb itself as things happen. I really, really are. Yeah, okay, it's coming crashing down. That does make sense as the demand rises, and I think it is a better long-term investment. It's this area over here that really needs solving as well. So I'm just really wanting this goddamn landfill to finally empty so I can delete it and make much better use of that space. But for now, I do want to build a hospital over at this side of the city, just for future problems. I think it makes a lot more sense. As well as this area, this all seems kind of nice. It's going to cost me 65 grand, which hurts a little bit. And yeah, we're vastly gaining population again. So we had to slaughter a few thousand people, but ultimately the city is better for it. In fact, the healthcare activity is really high and everyone's green. Maybe it would just be a waste of money. And I guess these people are only ill because they're next to landfill. So that's probably a bad thing. Either way, it's not costing me people, and as long as it's not costing me people, I think that's probably fine, okay? I don't care about this unfinished line. We don't need to talk about you. You are not part of anything anymore. But that does remind me, I do want to extend our metro over to, I think, probably this side of the city seems cool. And then we can extend this to here. And then we can extend this side to here, which should give us a little bit more of a loop. Assuming I get this correct, because otherwise I am going to be very much upset by the whole thing. Then we'll bring it down to here, and then all the way around to there, and yes, we've made a successful line. Why did it make some of them happy but some of them unhappy? I'm not even sure, really. I'm just going to accept it. Yeah, everything seems to be going okay. We've got trains coming in. We've got them flowing around the outside of the city. Just give everyone a little bit more coverage when it comes to public transport. I really have no idea what this line's problem is. It doesn't seem like a actual problem, but maybe I am just imagining it. But I feel like the best thing to do is just ignore it. You know, maybe that's not the most sensible thing, but it also, you know, I kind of just do really want to just ignore it, so I'm going to. I kind of could put in a line in the middle of the city, just to give people a stop-off in the center, so they don't have to drive into the center. That might relieve congestion just a little bit. So if I put that there, and then I attach a train to there, and a train to there, and then when I do this, build it to there, which should then go to here, then to here, then to here, and then all the way back. There we go. We've got that line working pretty nicely. I'm not sure why it keeps popping up with the lines broken when everything does seem to be very much working. So I'm just going to assume I don't have to deal with that, though the stupid symbols being on the map really irritate me. And I will admit I'm having to make this episode before getting your feedback properly from the last one due to real life being a bastard. So don't have a go at me or blame me if I'm not doing things that are obvious that you've pointed out. It will happen eventually, but for now, enjoy the expansion of Dinosaur Town and Dave. Very much liking our zones as it currently stand, and everything does seem to be working nicely. We can make a statue of wealth. Nice. Boom. Wealth statue in Fish Spider Industries. Liking it. And then we've got our healthcare, everything's fine. The garbage flow, yep, I mean, this triple landfill, you're probably cringing a little bit at it, but that's probably okay. The traffic isn't too horrific. It's definitely better than it was due to the wider roads. The demand for everything is being met. This is very nearly empty. Everything's... I've never been this excited for a landfill to be emptied before. I've never felt myself being like, come on, get emptied. Oh, it's gonna be so good. I cannot wait. We'll sort education out over here, and I feel like we need an extra... Oh god, yeah, we only have one university, so that is definitely a problem. We need a university over this side of town. That's going to cost us 75 grand, but I feel like it's going to be worth it because it will also extend to the left quadrant when we end up buying it. So I am definitely happy to do that. It will solve out a big part of our town there. Power-wise, it's not quite reached because of population, but we can do a quick fix and activate via that, which is going to do pretty well. You have a public transport line that's not been connected as a loop. Okay, good. Really don't care, game. Just everything else seems to be okay. Trains are going down every single one. I'm happy about this. In terms of the value of the land, it could be a little bit better in places, so I am going to attempt to improve it as much as possible. If I build that there preemptively, that should do nicely. In fact, over here, I don't really have much, and yes, there it is! We have reached Grand City status, which is wonderful. Oh, these poor people! The Foggy residents and the Highlanders! Scottish people have moved into my city, so you know I'm hardcore now. They don't have water, but then again, Scottish people don't need water. They live on pure badassery. Terrible accents and offensiveness aside, what does being a grand city do for us? We unlock the solar power plant and we can get a third loan. But do we really need a third loan? I mean, I could take 200... You know what? Let's pay off this loan so we don't have to worry about it. I could take 200,000. Is that really necessary, however? I do have a demand for commercial areas, so I probably should fulfill that demand. And I guess I will do that via going along here. We'll have low density commercial along this side, and then we will have high density going across the opposite side, just so they can have like a staring match with each other. There's just a nice corner shop here staring down a supermarket on the other side of the street going, oh, those people taking our jobs. And then hopefully we can have a lovely brawl and just watch the bloodshed unfold. Actually, that should be rather good. So that sated that demand. Is it worth growing the city for the sake of growing the city? Because I feel like potentially it's not. Everything seems to be nice. It does look like a city, and eventually we will grow to massive levels, but for now I feel like we're okay. We don't even have a massive yacht yet, so we just don't need to worry about those things. Education, still pretty much okay. The youth over here is uneducated, but then again, that's the youth of today for you. So fire department, they're actually a little bit concerned, so we'll put a firehouse in there just to make things a little bit better. The police, yeah, to be fair, I have a very low crime city. I guess it's because there's nothing worth actually stealing here, so that is a big cause for that. We could actually put a high school along here, and that will do a little bit more, because they only have an elementary school going on at the moment, so that should help. Yeah, I'm kind of happy about this. So, as our landfill finally 1% full, come on, landfill! Any day now, empty. I mean, it doesn't look empty, but I'm going to trust it here. I'm going to trust it. Yes, empty, go away. Still 1%. Come on. Come on, I am so desperate to sort out this traffic. It is unreal. Yes, I see you arriving. Pick up the garbage. Leave. Leave. Come on. Really? Yes! Oh my god, okay. Please just go away. Goodbye, landfill. Alright, so let's try and salvage this terrible roadway with, I think we're going to need a roundabout here. So the real question is, how can I do this with the least possible collateral damage? I feel like there's not many ways I can do it, but, you know, I can kind of make this happen, I think. Just a little. I'm so sorry for everybody's loss right now. This is going to hurt me much more than it's going to hurt you. That I can assure you. Sorry, goodbye, goodbye. Oh, I feel really bad. I mean, you don't want your home melted in front of you. You really, really don't. Ooh, that actually kind of connects. So we've got the roundabout there, which is a roundabout way of putting it. I'm so funny. Okay, so we'll connect that up. We will connect that up. We want to connect that. We want to connect this, and then we should have a much easier traffic flow in the city. Kind of want to give another exit to there as well, just to really get maximum value out of it. And then in terms of zoning, we don't want it too close to the roundabout, but we can afford a little bit. So we'll leave that. We will make that commercial as well. That's lovely. And then make this residential, a little bit more industry here. And then I'm going to get rid of this, just to ease traffic a little bit. I think it's a nice thing to do. So hopefully, if we continue now and look at our traffic, yeah, that seems to have eased things. Now, our main problem, the roadway entering seems to be okay now that we've got a few things filtering in over here on my badass road system. So really, we just need to solve... I have got the plan. The plan is with me. Boom. And then Ooh, we can't really upgrade that one. So if I delete that and then build that from here to... In fact, I can just connect that to the roundabout, and we can really have this as a central roundabout, and then we can upgrade it to a triple wide roundabout, and that should make a lot of sense. There we go. Upgrade that, upgrade that. We should technically upgrade that as well, but it would mean removing a lot of the industry around here. But I think for now, it makes sense to do that, because this is all stuff we will have to do eventually, and the longer I leave it, the bigger impact it's going to have on my city. So I am cool to do it now. At least I think so. I may be making massive mistakes, but it's all in the name of progress. So if we have a look at the traffic flow now, that has definitely eased things. It has. That's kind of good. I'm happy with that. Our demand for everything is pretty low. So I guess now that we've got a stable city earning, honestly, a nice large amount of money. I don't know if this is particularly good, but it feels like it is. What I would love from you guys is our next proper goal. Capital city. We get a cargo harbor and an actual harbor. That is pretty damn neat. Land value is still a little bit low, so I am going to put in a lovely park there just to raise that up, and then I guess round here I can do the same, raise all of that. Lovely, that's good. And then in the middle, in fact, around the roundabout kind of makes sense because it doesn't need to go anywhere else. If I put a plaza in there, everything's looking lovely. We'll whack one there as well. The landfill site probably not doing the best, but now that we have this central causeway of traffic, it's still not great, especially because of this turning here, but it's a lot better than it used to be. I think I just have too much flow over here, so I kind of need a traffic designer in my city, I think. In fact, maybe I would help things via simply connecting that up. Maybe I actually could do that. Well, does it help to connect the industrial like that? If we get rid of that, which annoyingly we literally just built, and connect this to here, and then what we'll do is immediately replace it on both sides, just to really go for things, and then see what that does to the traffic, because it gives people a bigger turning. Yeah, it makes more people have to wait at this intersection, but it does let a few trucks filter on and off, so it may help. I'm not entirely sure. We've kind of cornered off the industrial area a lot. This is kind of okay. I mean, it's not like it's a problem in terms of people are leaving because of traffic and stuff like that, so I feel like we're mostly okay. In terms of zones, we still have enough space. There's a little bit of a demand, so we'll put in some more low residential over here, because why the hell not? Water is doing fine. I don't know what they're complaining about. We'll put in a little bit along the lines here, and yeah, looking pretty damn good, I would say. They're upgrading nicely. We may as well surround it. There's not that much traffic over here that it's actually a problem, and I'm happy. I think we have a very nice, solid base of a city now to really make things happen. So what I need from you guys is, what do you think our next goal should be? Our next proper expansion, and some more actual district names as well, because I like Dave, I like Dinosaur Town. I think we've got a nice arrangement here, so I am very much enjoying this, though we are going to run into a little bit of a problem with moving this constantly. I imagine you do have a solution for that, but for now, it's just me playing a game of tug of war with river pollution, which isn't the most ideal city planning thing. Like, every couple years, it's just constantly, oh, there we go, millions spent on making this work. Oh god, the pipes, I forgot about the pipes. Oh, there we go, that was a problem. Whoa, do we have crime? Crime rate is high. Oh, this is exciting. Why is the crime rate high on that specific plaza that everybody stood on? Is there a gang fight happening right now? Oh, look at them go. They've all got loads of bread. Did someone just die? They're actually having a gang fight on that plaza. Someone just died right there. We got all the people attending various things. It's a bustling city, so I guess we will build a police hut on here, because that should solve... Wait, that's not a police... No, it was a police department. Nice. So that's very, very good. Power becoming an issue again, so we simply extend our power network by a couple because we have the money to do so. And yeah, everything is looking lovely. We've stabilized. Everything's going moderately well, although this pipe actually doesn't have a connection to water. So if I do that, it should do. There we go. That has solved that. Lovely. And yeah, the city looking pretty good. It is time to really move on. We'll attach that to there as well. That should solve that water issue. Oh no, it's not doing, so we'll attach that to there. Does that help? Yay! There we go. In fact, that's not quite reached there, so we'll just put the pipe across. And see, you can just solve problems by just making more water pipes. It's not solving. How do I guess maybe if I increase the flow from here? Does that work? Yay! There we go. Oh, nope. Still a little tiny bit here. Alright, there we go. Is that better? Are you good now? Nope. Just you want a little bit more juice? You can have a little bit more juice. It's not going to work, is it? There's just this little strip that's refusing to gain water. Well, that needs solution right the hell now, but I can't get it from that river because that river is just covered in ridiculousness. So I guess maybe I can... Well, this pipe seems pretty much dead on, so I'm not actually sure why this is refusing to have water. It seems a little bit weird that it's just not working. Has that done it? That seems to have mostly done it. There's still a tiny amount here that is refusing to make this happen. Are we good? Nope, there's still really... is it just like going, like just running out in the pipes? Like, what are you doing? Just fill this little tiny bit of water in. You know what? I don't care. These fuckers cannot have water. I am the mayor, and what I say goes. My name has been Rage. This is the oh god, this is the current state of our city, and for the most part, it's pretty good. Well, that solved them at least. Over here, still kind of a problem. Has something happened that I am not aware of? That is connected. Okay. So maybe if I increase the amount of water being brought in, much like if it was a power problem, would that fix the issue? Oh, it does. Well, that's probably a better solution than my terrible pipe work. Alright, so let me know, guys, but I think we're doing pretty okay here. Man, it's been amazing, but like if you enjoyed this, it really does help, and I do appreciate it. And subscribe for more. Goodbye. Shut up, Brittany Morgan.